guys, it's Jess. Welcome to my channel. We are on Monday, start of week 5. Pardon the appearance. I am just getting up and getting ready here. I just got baby girl out the door. You're going to see that I'm actually waiting for emergency care to open because while I was slicing cucumbers for baby girl's lunch, I was not paying attention and I just sliced the tip of my finger off. So we're gonna go see about getting that stitched up here in a minute. But regardless, they're not open for another half hour, so I've got a little bit of time to do some other things while I'm waiting for them to open. I started recording my food and my blood sugars as of yesterday. Now this looks like a lot. Most of this is just like a tablespoon of this, a tablespoon of that for my protein shake. And in doing this, I realized that the protein shake has got to go. Or either that or I just need to skip. Like everything else in here has different properties that I like. But the protein powder itself is adding a hell of a lot of protein to my diet. And as of yesterday, I was at like 50% fat, 44% protein, and 6% carbs. So my carb is just a little bit higher than I would like. And it was I only had 18 net grams of carbs, but based on what I ate, because I did not up the fats as much as I should have, it was still falling around 6%. My fasting blood pressure, it's weird because my fasting blood pressures in the mornings have been pretty high. Like I'm at 133 yesterday, I'm at 142 this morning, and that was like right upon waking up. So that's a little concerning. When I went to bed last night, it was 114. So, and that was after I had a lot of pork rinds yesterday. We went to see a movie, and so that was where a lot of my protein came from. Other than that, all I had was coffee, my protein shake, a couple pieces of bacon, 2 eggs, an avocado, and a fat bomb yesterday. So that was like what I ate. And the fat bomb was only because I knew my fat intake was low, and so I had the avocado and the fat bomb trying to get my fat intake up. So I'm going to continue with checking my blood sugars and just kind of watching what spikes it. Although, I mean, it was at 134 at noon, and that was at a couple of hours after I had my protein shake. So that's not too terribly bad. It's not too terribly high, but that also came with, that was where 14 grams of my carbs came from yesterday, was that protein shake, because 5 of them came from the strawberries, 4 of them came from the protein powder, and then I had 2 in the cocoa that I use, which is this one, and 2 in the chia seeds. But with the chia seeds, it's 9 grams of fat, it's 5 grams of protein, and it's 2 grams of carbs. So they're actually like pretty much the right ratio that I'm looking for, and it helps keep me full, like by drinking water throughout the day until dinner time. So I don't think I'm going to get rid of the chia, but I do think I'm going to get rid of the protein powder because it has like little to no fat in it and a lot of protein. Any other thoughts for this morning? Not really. Just got to go get my finger sewed back together and working on my coffee. I decided just to have 2 cups of coffee this morning because I need it. Yeah, and that we had a good weekend. Hopefully after I get my finger sewn up, I can head to the gym. I had planned on taking today off anyways because I'm waiting for my car to get out of the shop, so I'm in a rental today. Gotta do some grocery shopping and made a batch of those pancakes yesterday for Lonnie to take with her, or to have in the mornings before school rather. And then I sent her with a couple of deviled eggs, some cucumbers, about a half a cup of strawberries, and what else did I send with her? Oh, some broccoli for lunch. Some broccoli with some cheese on it for lunch. So she's got plenty of greens, she's got her fats, and she's got a little bit of protein in the eggs. So that's where we're at right now. We'll catch up with you later. So they want $175 just to see a doctor, not even including any type of service, for a little cut. So I'm about to head to Walmart, hit up their first aid section, and pull a little Alaskan ingenuity here. Fun fact, super glue was originally designed as a skin bonding system for, I believe, the Army when out on the field of battle. So we gonna super glue this together. Yeah, I'm not paying $500 for a cut. Are you kidding me? Like $175 just to see the doctor. I don't need a doctor. I don't need any diagnosis. All I need is a nurse with a needle and some thread. Get that sewn together. And anyhow, I'm off to Walmart. We'll see you guys in a bit. All right, we're back from Walmart, and it's time for some good old American ingenuity. So I could have either spent $175 to go see the doctor or go to Walmart like I did. 88 cents. $1.87. $1.97. Those are finger condoms. Those go over the Band-Aid because I'm going to be cooking today, but it also gives it some extra protection. And most importantly, $5. So all of $10 to fix this that they wanted $200 just to see a doctor for. This is Nu Skin. This is spray-on liquid Band-Aid, aka super glue. So I am just getting this cleaned up. I don't want to show this on camera because there might be some people that are sensitive to this watching. So I'm going to be sensitive to their, so I'm going to clean this up a bit. Ow. Oh, and of course I would have been using the thick slice blade, not the thin slice blade. So it took a pretty decent chunk. I mean, it's not like the whole tip of my finger or anything, but there was a decent chunk taken out. Enough that it could warrant stitches, but I'm not paying somebody $500 for something I can fix myself for 10 bucks. It's not life-threatening. Kids, don't try this at home. If you hurt yourself, see a doctor. So I've got that mopped up as best I could. This is still clotted, so thankfully it stopped. That was my main thing, was that the super glue I was using would not stay because it was bleeding too much. So now I'm going to put a little bit of this on, which I'm worried might sting a bit. Ooh. It's also got some antiseptic in it. Okay. Oh, that stung a bit. Okay, let that layer dry before I put on another layer, because that one, ow, hurt. And this has got benzethonium chloride, which is a first aid antiseptic, and this you can apply a couple of times a day. You can put a couple layers on depending on how large it is, but again, it's essentially just super glue. This is not for deep cuts. This is just essentially I shaved a couple of layers of skin off, so you don't want to use this if you get stabbed by a fork or step on a nail or something like that. You don't use this. This is just for superficial wounds, which for me this is a superficial wound. Pretty clumsy. Oh, wasn't quite dry. Okay. Ow! It's not bleeding anymore. That's a plus. Most of this video is going to be me dealing with my clumsiness this morning. Kids, use the protectant slider if you're using a mandolin. Who wants to follow instructions? That only keeps you safe and keeps your fingers intact. Get it wrapped up here, and then finger condom for protection, because I like the cloth Band-Aids. I don't know. I don't really like the waterproof ones because they tend to cut off my circulation. They get on too tight and then they like tighten as they get wet or something. So I prefer to just use the cloth Band-Aids, which stretch a little bit more, and then just to put one of those over it if I'm going to be cooking or something. So again, $10. Good old American ingenuity. It'll grow back. I'm not worried about it. I tried not to freak her out this morning, so when it happened, I just kind of glossed over it, ran and grabbed a paper towel and started wrapping it up. And she's like, "What happened, Mom?" I said, "Oh, I cut myself. I cut a little chunk of my finger off." And she's like, "Oh no." I said, "Oh no, it's fine. You just finish getting ready for school, and we'll get you out to school, and then I'll go see about seeing the doctor and have them put a couple stitches in." She goes, "Oh, okay." So that was that. Now we're gonna get to the kitchen. Yay! Hey guys, so we are in the kitchen. I've already done a little bit of prep so I didn't kill all y'all's time. I am currently making a bone broth. I've been reading up a lot about the health benefits of bone broth as far as keto, also as far as helping you fat adapt, and figured this will be a good way for me to get a little more fat without adding protein, because that's what one of the things I've been struggling with is all the fatty stuff that I've been eating besides avocados, which I've noticed a weird mouth thing going with the avocados, so I think I need to do a little bit more experimenting between like regular avocados and organic avocados, because although I've only noticed it with overripe avocados, so anyhow, besides the point, I am currently making a bone broth, and it's going to have a lot of fat in it. It's going to take about 24 to 48 hours to cook in my slow cooker. I could not find like grass-fed bones. I couldn't even find oxtails or chicken's feet. So I'm going to have to do a little more hunting in other grocery stores, because I went to Walmart and I went to Market Basket today, and neither of them had it. So what I did get was beef neck bones, and they didn't have any chicken bones, so I just bought a bunch of drumsticks. They had a couple packages on sale for like, I don't know, like less than $2 a package, and there was like 5 drumsticks in each. So what I did was I cut off all the meat. I'm going to freeze this, and I'll make another dinner out of that, or I'll make another like 3 dinners out of that. Probably just something I'll make like some of the Indian butter chicken, and then just split it up into a few packages. So yeah, I cut all the meat off the bones, and there are plenty of recipes for bone broth out there. So I am not going to go into too much detail on this, but I will link a video down below that I've been following to make this in case you're interested. I am going to be adding to this a couple of things though, because I miss having pho. So I'm going to be adding a cinnamon stick, some star anise, and some fresh ginger to the pot while it's cooking to kind of get those Asian flavors meshed in with the flavor. Anyhow, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to go ahead and roast the bones, then throw everything in the crock pot and set it to go for tomorrow. So that's what I'm currently working on for this morning. Hey guys, it is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon on Tuesday. Just thought I'd go over a little bit of what I've been journaling since yesterday. I did a lot better on my percentages yesterday. I did 71% fat, 21% protein, and 8% carbs. Did y'all know that broccoli has protein in it? Steamed broccoli has protein. We did about a cup of that with the Indian butter chicken last night. And my numbers might be a little bit high because I used, I don't know what all is in the Indian butter chicken, so I used nutrition information off of what I could pull up online, which I found a recipe that's closest to the one that I use, and it seemed like it was really high in the fat and protein. It had 82 grams of fat and 26 grams of protein. Now, I don't feel like I had that much because with the broccoli, the sauce was really watered down, so I didn't eat a lot of the sauce, and I really didn't have a whole lot of chicken. Like, my daughter and I split a chicken breast. I cut it up and cooked it up and then split it between the two of us. So I really don't think there was 26 grams of protein, so my calculations might have been a little bit high on that. What else? So my blood sugar when I went to bed last night, or like 2 hours after I ate, was 135. I'm curious because my fasting blood sugar, which was like 11 hours after I ate, was 146. So it actually went up while I was sleeping. So I'm not sure what that's about. Currently, like this morning, I had 2 cups of coffee, I had 3 pieces of bacon, and through the morning I sipped on a, I did one of my protein smoothies, and I did put protein in it because I expected to be out a little bit longer today, so I pretty much figured that was going to be my lunch. I'm at about 100 grams of fat for the day, and 41 grams of protein and 14 grams of carbs. So I can only have like another 20 grams of protein, 6 grams of carbs, and I can still have like another 100 grams of fat. I don't know how people do this. This is hard, getting this much fat. I thought it would be easy, but it is hard. I'm kind of feeling a little bit hungry right now, so I think I'm going to make myself another cup of coffee. That'll get 25 grams of fat in. And also my blood sugar is kind of low, which is surprising because I've had most of my carbs and 2/3 of my protein, and my blood sugar right now is at 95, and I kind of felt it going low. That was another reason why I came home, was because I feel very sluggish right now. I feel like I could actually use a nap. Not sure what that's about, because I would have thought after I ate my blood sugar would have gone up, and it dropped 50 points. So it's a little confusing. I'm not exactly sure what's going on, but it seems like it's lower when I eat, and then it's higher when I don't eat. So I'm gonna have to look that up and see what's going on there. I did work out yesterday. My muscles are a little sore today, so I don't think I'm gonna be going to the gym. I think what I'm gonna do instead is I'm going to try to find a yoga app, see if I can do a little bit of stretching, because it's raining and driving in the rain is just a very tense situation. So my muscles are very, very tight right. Plus it's pouring rain right now. I really don't want to leave the house. The bone broth that I started yesterday smells absolutely amazing. It smells like pho, and I am very much looking forward to having that. Although I was doing a little bit of nutritional research on that one as well. I assumed it was going to be mostly fat and lower on the protein, and it looks like it's actually higher on the protein than the fat. So that's probably going to become my dinners, or maybe even lunch, and then do like a salad for dinner. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Tonight's dinner is going to be probably salad and some of the chicken, what did I do? Drumsticks I cut up yesterday. So I'll probably just fry up some of the drumstick meat in butter and maybe throw some dill in there and some garlic, and just put that on top of some mixed greens, and and then I'll do some avocado to get a little more fat in, and that's what we'll do for dinner tonight. The kid won't eat the avocado. I will probably end up making her some hard-boiled eggs and slicing those up on top just so she can get in the fat from those. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm a little tired, and I slept last night. Well, I didn't sleep great last night because the cat woke me up at 2 o'clock this morning, so that may be part of it, but part of it I think is because my blood sugar is a bit low. So anything else? No, that's all I got for you right now. We'll check back in with you with measurements tomorrow. So I've just pulled into the parking lot at the gym. I remembered how much I dislike yoga because I am really not that flexible. So I changed my mind, and I am here to do my workout for today. I am going to do my measurements tomorrow. Now, I don't know if I'm going to put this in or not. We shall see when tomorrow comes. I've been doing a lot of thinking. I think it really wouldn't be a complete log of my journey without some full pictures, full body. I've got a hard time even just thinking about doing this. And I've been putting a lot of thought into this. I have heavily weighed the, I guess, consequences of doing this, and mostly the world of ugly that I am opening myself up into by doing this. Also, how my family is going to react. And I think I'm prepared mentally to handle that, but for full transparency, I feel that I need to actually record what my body looks like. And I think that's for me to see, one, how far I'm going to track my progress, but also to really get a grasp, because you guys see the best angles. You know, I've gotten a knack for making myself look decent on camera, but I think that in order to really have a decent before and after, if you will, of my body composition, I need to start by getting in front of that mirror and showing you guys what it looks like as a whole and not just bits and pieces, because I think part of this, like I said, is getting my body healthy, and just the shape alone of my body helps kind of tell a story of where I'm at in my health. I'm currently the same size I was when I was 9 months pregnant with my daughter. My body went down a bit and then sprung back up. And I think like the pregnancy damaged whatever little abdomen muscles that I had that was kind of holding everything together are now gone.
So I am working on building those up as well as changing my diet. Fair warning, there is going to be a lot of flesh showing in the next portion of the video. So if that is something that makes you uncomfortable or something you don't want to see, I highly suggest that you turn the video off now. This is not something that makes me comfortable as well, but this journey is all about stepping outside of my comfort zone and really getting real with myself. I'm going to be showing you point blank what everything looks like, and we'll be taking these measurements together. So again, this is your last chance to turn off the video before you see a whole lot of flesh. So you have in 3, 2, 1. All right.